Hi, Carlos here from Whisky Situation. Welcome to Whisky Live Paris. We're very fortunate to be here with Glen Moray's brand ambassador, Allan. And Iain, thanks so much for joining us. And we're very excited to see what Glen Moray are doing, because we've heard a lot of rumours. We've seen the pictures online. I've seen the labels on Bamboo 88. But now I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Okay, so well, good afternoon. Yes, so much happening at Glen Moray at the moment. Rebrand first and foremost. So this is the first showcase of our new packaging at Glen Moray.
I have to admit, it's very sexy, isn't it?
It's looking sexy.
I mean, the whiskey's great, but
we haven't changed the packaging in so long, so it's nice just to give it a bit of a facelift and introduce it to hopefully a new audience. It'll stand out a bit more on shelf.
Look at that! I love that gold foil.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a bit of gold foil that he is.
It's got to have some gold foil somewhere. So new packaging, that's been a lot of talk, but also new liquid. We are previewing here at Whisky Live Paris our soon-to-be released Smoky 12-year-old. So we've been producing peated spirit for the last 14 years. This is the first time we're adding to the core range an age statement peated. We've had our peated classic, which is about a 6-year-old non-age statement peated malt.
Which I tried. The first time, years ago, I tried your miniatures. When I saw them, I thought, you know what, something to drink on the plane.
Yes.
And nowadays, I drink for research purposes.
Of course, it's all research. It's all research. But the Smoky 12.
So let's see what you've got.
Absolutely. So,
because for me, classically with the smoky stuff, I mean, we all know the Isla brands, and I've grown up with them.
Yep.
When I say grown up, I don't mean as a kid I had cereal and cornflakes with them.
Well, we're not trying to take these guys on. You know, we're going to lose that fight. They've been doing it for years. So this is a peated whiskey with a sense of place and identity in Speyside. We're using Aberdeenshire peat, which is offering a slightly more lighter, sweeter smoke. Offers a kind of savoury edge to it. That combined with a bourbon cask maturation just kind of balances sweet and smoke just wonderfully.
And this is at 46%.
46%.
So, 0.3. So
the 0.3.
I see you're edging the Isla just by a smidgy.
Yeah, just lifting it up a bit. But non-chill filtered, which is great. Glen Moray's got a lovely oily mouthfeel and texture. And when we do something non-chill filtered such as this, it just adds something to the drinking experience.
Wow, so I have to admit, this tastes familiar. Not from Glen Moray, but the island. So, if I had a blind taste test of a bunch of brands in this, even I would not know, even from not knowing this is Glen Moray, I would think this is from Isla. So, the peat being used, the balance on this, because what I've got here in the nose is kind of not an overpowering iodine.
Yep.
I have a just gentle smoke, which is what sometimes people are edging into something peated, don't want to be overwhelmed and suddenly taken hostage. They don't want to be judo thrown onto the floor with some peat. So
this isn't going to smack you around the head with peat. This is 10 parts per million. And
10 ppm, great.
It's a whiskey which you don't have to leave till the end of the night. With a lot of peated whiskies, you don't want to start with a peat because it's going to taint your palate for the rest of the evening. This is one you can start early with.
So I think for people that we have a lot of obsession at the moment with brands like Springbank, for example, Springbank 10, and we have a 5 ppm. Although after maturation and distillation it can change you a little bit.
Yep.
But would you say that this kind of more appeals to someone is newer to peat or is afraid to buy a Lafroig, and I say, you know what? They already like your core range.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great stepping stone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great stepping stone. Also, it's great for those people who do love a peat but want to dial it back a little bit. So it's a good catch-all.
And the finish is not very long.
No.
So I do like that because whenever we have tastings and you have a lineup, you're always going to present your unpeated stuff and then gradually get stronger as you go.
Yeah.
And more intense. And then end the night with a bonfire. Where after that, having a Glen Moray 10 or Glen Moray, regular cask finish.
Yep.
I'm not even going to taste that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good that I can come back down from this and carry on.
Yeah.
This is very impressive.
Excellent. Glad you enjoyed.
And 12 years old, and for the other non-age statement comparative. I mean, what's the price of this going to be retail? What, £70, £75?
So, no, round about £50 retail for this one.
£50. Sounds like $49.99 to me.
Well, it could be. Could very well be.
And you've got a 21 here. a
Yes.
portwood finish.
Yes,
Can we try this?
absolutely. Let me just reach across and grab.
So, this is a portwood finish. So, and I'm loving the presentation here.
Yes.
For me, a slidey. I've got a slidey cask.
Who doesn't
and,
love a
and
bit
wooden.
of wooden box? It's
And,
brilliant.
and the slide mechanism for me,
Yes.
from the old days of the 2018 Ghost and Rares, I'm a fan.
Excellent.
I don't want to open anymore. I want to slide.
It's the way forward.
So it's a 21-year-old port wood cask finish.
Yes.
And with port pipe, port wood, what my brain tells me before even nosing, before nothing or anything, is tobacco, the leather, that kind of a bit, not smoky, but burnt wood, charred, without being peated.
So we keep the finishing time relatively short to avoid that overpowering. So you want a lot of the sweetness and the red fruits from the tawny port casks that we use. They come through quite prevalent in this whiskey. Again, we've got the 46.3% ABV non-chill filtered, so you're getting that wonderful texture once again in this whiskey. A lot of fruits, and like you say, that kind of polished wood characteristic on the finish. Slight bitterness coming through like a dark chocolate note on here. Wonderfully, wonderfully drinkable, this whiskey. It's got an elegance that is expected of a dram of 21
It's almost a cherry
years old.
chocolate orange, but not so strong.
Yep.
Mixed with, if you could oak cherry chocolate orange, I think you get something like this.
Something like this.
That is complex.
It is.
I can't even talk about it right now. I need to.
It's a whiskey you can take your time with. It is more of an end of the evening whiskey. We spoke about the 12-year-old. You know, you can jump in and out. This is one you want to just be relaxed, sitting on a nice sofa, taking your time over it, chilling out. The end of
Watching
it.
Married at First Sight or
Whatever takes your biscuit there. So,
Love Island and watching the drama series. I don't watch it, but
I don't think Love Island is the appropriate watching for this dram. I think we could find something a little classier.
well, no offense to their program. You know, they do what they do, but
Yeah.
everyone's preference.
Yeah,
you're allowed to
exactly.
have an opinion.
You're allowed to like what you like. I
Exactly,
suppose.
yeah, which is the beautiful thing about whiskey. We can always talk something, and we don't like something, we say so, but if we didn't, it wouldn't be here in the first place. So we have to have faith in the master blender and distillers.
Absolutely.
But I can tell you this, the nose does not do this whiskey justice. 21 port wood, it gets better and better each dram. So you have the kind of the mouth coat from, and it's amazing how much influence from that finish it draws.
You see the colour. You know, the colour, the dark red colour, you know, shines through, shows you that you're going to have an interesting drinking experience before you dive in.
I'd say this is, what's this priced at?
This one retails in the UK
RRP.
it's about £160 a bottle.
It's quite good for 21.
Yeah,
Very good for 21. Not quite good, very.
excellent dram.
I've got to admit, I'm very impressed with this and the direction that Glen Moray is going. I'm very pleased about this.
Yes.
Not just as a drinker, but just seeing what this is, seeing what you guys are doing and the evolution of the brand.
Yeah.
I haven't been there from the early 1900s to see it and the 1800s either. So from back in the day, but I've seen the older bottlings and what that looked like. But in these modern times, we're looking for something exciting, and I think you guys are responding to what people really want.
Yes.
So I look forward to having more Glen Moray and being able to tell more people and seeing what really. I'm excited to see what happens.
Excellent.
And single casks. I hope that in the future there's more coming along of the 60% stuff, and because Hunter Lang have them.
Yep.
I've seen some of them available. I think we have them on sale, but I think you could please give us some more because Germany want them.
We're
So
bringing
do Colombia want them. So we look forward to the
as
future.
much as we can into the market. So absolutely watch this space.
No, thank you so much for joining us, Iain.
Cheers,
It's been an
pleasure.
absolute pleasure.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Excellent.